over 5 years that I was going to get married to my person and have kids. But then she comes on social media and she is, again, showing these types of things to young people. And I'm very concerned, like, why would anybody have in their mind the thoughts of stripping a womb out of a woman's belly or stating these things. So I commented on her channel that I don't have any, I related to the reading, and I just said they wish that I would have any interest on their whereabouts. They wish that I would want to be outside of the house. I would not. I have no interest whatsoever. What's done is done. I'm moving on with my life, But this is kind of like thing. I'm going to play it so you guys hear it.
Somebody's unhealthy. With that devil card at the bottom of the deck, this is the type of person that would see a pregnant person and go nuts and want to like take a sharp object and remove that baby from the mother's belly. And then like put the baby in a car seat and be like, look, everyone, I just had a baby.
So I am very concerned, like, why would anybody say things like this? Because people could literally go out there after watching this. And again, I think this is deranged and this is delusional. And I sort of like commented because of that. Now she's telling people out there that I am, that I'm going to be put in the news and things like that. I mean, I would not wish on anybody anything bad. I've had never been to any jail or been detained before. And I've never been in any crimes whatsoever. Again, there's still the question that I believe that my disowned cousin was conspiring against me, and that because she was adulterous with my ex, that she had been trying to take over my inheritance. And my disowned relatives, y'all, they have a historical of threatening me with false arrest, false imprisonment, telling me things that they want to abduct me and put me in an airplane and send me to another country. Several locations they have stated to me that they want to that I need to be put in a mental hospital. Again, I do not understand if these individuals know, but if somebody wants to be put in a mental hospital, you can do it yourself. They need your signature to do that. So if I felt that I was a threat to myself, to my doggies, or to anybody, I would be the first one to go book myself in a psych ward. But I've gotten help. I've been self-sufficient. I've gone get medication. I said, okay, this is the last straw. Why am I being detained? I literally did not understand why was I being detained until the cops explained to me what are the things that I said to my disowned cousin while being under a manic episode. Like, I was extremely desolated, and I'm still pending to speak with my self-defense attorney. Again, my hopes is, to have this under control and show to people that I would never hurt anybody. Like, for God's sake, like, this was a disagreement over text message that I believe that my disowned cousin, she's created this a smear campaign, to harass me and try to hurt me. I also been threatened over my assets. So this spiritualist very well knows that I have a no contest clause over my will and over my trust, because again, she was my friend and I serviced her for 5 years. 5 years is a very long time. And all of this happened within the last 2 years. So I just want people to understand that there are going to be people that they're going to take advantage over your money. And I am today 90% deaf over my right ear. I've lost my ex. I have been through extreme heartache. I have seen the love of my life give to a 22-year-old kid, as I mentioned, the child that I wanted. But to go from that to try to, again, indirectly point out that anybody would do this, and then post another video stating that I have other pending charges and that I'm going to be put in the news. Like, lady, you must be out of your mind. Like, do you know how many people get detained, and they don't have money to bail themselves out for this type of civil disputes, or even not having registration or insurance? Like, it happens all the time. So just because somebody is detained or they're going through some sort of domestic violence, it don't mean that they're a criminal. I have not been convicted if I get to be, convicted, help me God, then I'll do what I have to do. I will follow the rules, and I hope nothing bad happens to me. I don't know why this person is so obsessed with, lying about me and saying all this stuff. But I want people to understand that, no, lady, I am not interested on harassing you. I just think that it deserves an explanation that I have PDD and bipolar disorder. Yeah, nobody's stalking people. Nobody's following people. Matter of fact, they are the ones who have legal paperwork. I have a settlement. I have a protective order. And yes, I do intend to renew those protective orders. And I really hope so not. That, guys, that I don't need to ever use your services or this lady's services. She knows that I'm not going to purchase ever again her services. But I just want to put out there, the only reason why I commented on that video is because I'm very concerned over some statements that I have the right as a consumer or as a viewer to see that this can cause mental illness to people, because I've been a victim of this. I have been scammed over 5 years, $2,000 from this business. Again, I'm not going to say her name. I'm going to keep her name quiet. But I do not appreciate you, after 5 years, posting me on this channel and trying to label me as a criminal, defame me, saying, oh, don't answer to her, blah, blah, blah. Look, lady, I have my First Amendment right. You're saying these types of things in your channel. And I think that any parent, anybody that hears this, you should report this stuff. Honestly. I'm not trying to, push down a person, but knowing that she actually knows about mental illness and that she very likely may have mental illness. I don't know if this chick does have ADHD or whatever she has. And again, I'm not proud over the things that I did when I was under a manic episode, but there's no doubt that I have been subjected to a civil tort, that I have been conspired against, and that I still watch things and I'm like, okay, I told you via email that please do not talk about me. I won't talk about you. And you're out here talking about me. I told you via email that, that I have to explain to people in my life. Like, I had to explain my half brother, my half sister, my now disowned relatives, and everybody, that the whole thing is that I was under a manic episode, that I have bipolar disorder. And if you do not want to understand that, that's okay. You have the right to believe what you want. But please stop, saying that anybody is harassing you or whatever. I want nothing to do from any of the individuals from my past. Matter of fact, if they ever show up at my doorstep, they will be placing handcuffs. The police will come here, and that will be used as evidence that they're the ones harassing me, stalking on me, spying on me, having this smear campaign. Because they have threatened me before, y'all. I've had people say terrific stuff. And again, I have never hurt anybody. I'm not a criminal, okay? I just been detained over a civil dispute with my disowned relative who had adulterous behaviors with my ex and who had been conspiring over my inheritance. And they got a reaction out of me. I'm not proud of their reaction, and I was detained. So that's it. With that being said, I'll leave it here.